The Pentagon has assessed that Russia's combat power in Ukraine, comprising more than 150,000 troops massed in Belarus and Western Russia prior to the invasion, has dipped below 90% of its original force for the first time, reflecting the losses Russian troops have suffered at the hands of Ukrainian soldiers. A senior defense official, who was not authorized to discuss details of Russia's actions in Ukraine publicly, said Tuesday morning that Russian forces were struggling on many fronts, including routine supply lines and logistics, and that the Pentagon had seen indications that some Russian troops had been evacuated because of frostbite. The official declined to address estimates of Russian casualty numbers, saying, "Even our best estimates are exactly that." But last week, American intelligence offered a conservative estimate that 7,000 Russian troops had been killed in the conflict. Pentagon officials have said that losing 10% of a military force, including both those killed and injured, renders a single unit unable to carry out combat-related tasks. Such losses also affect the morale and cohesion of a military unit. At the same time, NATO says that up to 40,000 Russian troops have been killed, wounded, taken prisoner or are missing in Ukraine, said a senior military official from the alliance. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization calculates the figure based on information provided by Ukrainian authorities and information obtained from Russia, both officially and unintentionally, the official said. NATO estimates that between 7,000 and 15,000 Russian soldiers have been killed since the invasion began on February 24. Using statistical averages from past conflicts, that for every casualty roughly 3 soldiers are wounded, NATO analysts reached their total figure. Russia began its invasion with roughly 190,000 troops. It has since brought in additional troops from Chechnya, Syria and other locations, and this number means that Russia has lost about 25% of its declared forces for the invasion. The defense official also said that the Pentagon had seen no indication that Russian forces are moving toward the use of chemical or biological weapons. On Monday, President Biden stressed the possibility that President Vladimir V. Putin of Russia might turn to such weapons, which are banned by international treaty. His back is against the wall, Mr. Biden said at a meeting of U.S. business leaders. The senior defense official said Russian forces continued to rely on long-range artillery and rockets attacks on cities because Russian soldiers had not been able to make progress on the ground in taking population centers like Kyiv. In the past 24 hours, Russian warships in the Sea of Azov have been shelling Mariupol for the first time, the official said, noting that indiscriminate fire at civilian areas is a war crime. "We have seen clear evidence that certainly over the last week or so the Russians have deliberately and intentionally targeted civilian infrastructure, including hospitals and places of shelter," the official said in a briefing to reporters. "And we also have indications of behavior on the ground by Russian forces that would likewise constitute war crimes." Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.